Well, it's Saturday morning in Eugene, but I'm telling you, they open the gates here at 10 a.m. and thousands were streaming in, a lot of students. You see a nice turnout for spring football in Autzen, and Mark Helfrich admitted last year's game, because of a lot of reasons, didn't go quite the way they wanted. They're really pushing hard to try to simulate as close to a game as they can today. And that will be the game that's going to be circled on everybody's calendar here in Oregon this year. So they are going to run back at least the opening kick. Mark Helfrich was telling us they would really be limiting the amount of kick returns today for the obvious reason. That is Dior Mathis, returning that kick. And a first down run goes to the left. Thomas Tyner.
Throw, but you mentioned the run, and then you just saw the graphic with the national numbers.
Mariota using the feed, and this is what he does so well, and then finally just runs to first contact.
Record for number of yards.
Already a school record. There is a late pitch, and that's a nice one. That went to a wide receiver. There's an interesting little twist as he pitched that ball to Dwayne Stanford. And that is the reason for the emphasis on finding who will be the targets for Mariota. Nice swing there, but the defense strips the ball from Oregon. There's Jake Rodriguez's numbers. He is battling to be the backup to Mariota, battling with Jake Lockey. A quick strike here and two completed passes quickly by Rodriguez. Darren Carrington positioned to back up to be number 2. They both were involved in this competition last year. And Rodriguez uses his legs.
You know, what I just said earlier about making the routine, building your habits, that's what spring's about. It's tough to make the great plays with unless you're consistent on all the easy plays.
And a ball to Keenan Lowe, so he is now he's the veteran
going into season.
Reggie Daniels coming down out of bounds, so a long third down, and Rodriguez's pass is broken up. Nice play over the middle by Mathis.
If you're like a roommate of one of the guys and he doesn't pick you, he picks somebody else, oh, you're a little upset.
Now there's Tyner getting outside. Ooh, and Tyner came close.
Something on the defense, and that'll be countered again by offense. It's the way football goes.
So Mariota with a little play action fire. That's Koa Kaei. And again, Mariota going to get outside, going to run out of bounds inside the 30. Wide open man. So there's your first score. Thomas Tyner flooding out of the backfield.
Yeah, safety came up on a route, and that split the middle of the field wide open. Whereas a quarterback can have a nice long career, and being in school and being a little more polished helps him. So both sides have the argument to stay or go.
Well, again, a live kick return. That was Jalen Brown. That one. Well, interesting. They're really playing this for real. Live punt returns. Well, he's got an end there. So Mariota's maneuvering, the freedom, the motion, buys time, and he finds Devin Allen, Devin Allen, who's one of the emerging names of this spring as well for Oregon football. A track standout. Allen makes the touchdown catch.
Right.
That's how long he's been around.
You're right. And, you know, and so under Rich Brooks, some of those coaches are still here, and the Bellotti era, the Kelly era, they're in that continuity creates confidence.
Beautiful side of the stadium, and it's been so improved. There's a little different look. And that's Jonathan Lloyd getting his first touch today. A terrific play by the Oregon defense there.
Or Tuitalia sniffed that right out.
Yes. To play for the Ducks. who's a high school footballer. This one not to Lloyd, and that's defended beautifully. Nice defensive job. Is that going to be a pick? I believe they're ruling it is. The ball did not hit the ground. So an overthrow there by Alley and an interception by Tyree Robinson, who's set up a little 3rd and long screen. And decent yardage for Kenny Bassett here this year. That will be the Stanford-Oregon game for 2014 on this field. As Rodriguez quarterbacking here. And Mark Helfrich was talking with us the other day about how we lost 2 games last year. Here's a breakthrough run inside the 30-yard line. That is Kenny Benoit.
Not without the read. Most of my NFL career, I know the way it works and the way it actually looks on film versus what you think it looks like. You know, a lot of fans will go, well, that looked like a big cutback. It wasn't a cutback, it was just a pile move.
All right, well, there's a fumble and a turnover. And congratulations there for DeForest Buckner. But I want to get back to the point we got distracted there by the turnover. There's a nice gain. Tyner runs that ball out.
True recruits get to watch and see how practices are run, the demeanor of the coach in a practice.
So look at the amount of space there. That's so much a part of the Oregon run game. From Los Angeles. Rocky delivers that ball into the middle of the field. It's a big-bodied receiver, which is what gives him the chance. And let's see where that ball went. That was not covered by the offense.
The man in motion looked like he turned. The ball hit him in the arm. I don't know whether it was designed to actually be snapped to the motion man or was it missed time. It can block for you on the edge, but a guy that can use his body in space.
That's going to be a big first down run out near midfield. And so it is Benoit, we're told is the pronunciation.
You know, Steven Jackson's going to be up in the booth with the guys, with Rich Twain and Yogi Roth for a bit.
All right, a pitch back, and then Rodriguez was actually touched on the escape route there, so that'll be blown dead behind the line of scrimmage.
And then understanding that that's what it's going to be and being opportunistic and taking advantage of those things. That's, you know, that's what a good defensive coordinator does.
Well, there's a nice throw by Lockie. That is sharp to B.J. Kelly.
You don't have a tight end on the roster, so it's hard to mimic. So I really think that you know, what your defense or offense sees.
That's a nice play. Wow. A double handoff and then the pitch back. And Jeff Lockie throws that one right on the money to Austin Daitch for the touchdown.
Well, when you're expected to make the play, you make the play. Beautiful job, a little reverse pitch. There's a great job isolating on the wide receivers. He's behind the defender, and the ball's delivered perfectly.
For Jake Rodriguez. Rodriguez and Lockie getting a lot of snaps here. Now we've got a player hurt, so there's our... So Jake Rodriguez starts the 4th here with a keep, and he's going to score. Well, actually, they may blow that dead, but there was a little contact. Allen is tight to the right. And to the back of the end zone, trying to give Allen a chance to go up and get it.
Well, Reggie Daniels was all over that. 5 scholarships, 100 kids on the field. So your depth is certainly built in, and you know you only have them for 4 years. You're constantly building that depth behind them. In the pros, if you sign a guy, you know you have him.
After a year as a redshirt player. And oh, there's a nice throw, and is that going to be caught for a touchdown? Yes. Well, that's a nice throw, and how about that catch by a guy with a hand and a half, Carrington. And they've given him a lot of chances to make that kind of play.
Ollie, I mean, it's a little roll. He's got his eyes downfield, and he delivers his ball. But the adjustment to the ball by Carrington is impressive. And gets his...
And Rodriguez is picked. Well, he threw that. He threw it on a line, but it was caught by Dior Mathis. A more prominent role.
Yeah, because what they're looking at is they already know physically what they got with those guys. They've had them in the program. They've been around. But now, when things are...
You'll come back in the fall with me? Because I talked about the offensive line. I waited an hour and 58 minutes.
I know. I wondered when we were going to get there.
Hey, there's going to be a touchdown on the final play. Devin Allen. Yeah, and there's a name we've touched on him. He's a redshirt freshman from Brophy Prep in Phoenix. He has been a track standout, got school best times in the hurdles.
And a name that Braylon Addison told us he's going to be a player.
Yep. So if there's a player to watch, perhaps that wide receiver core, two players to watch coming out of the spring game. We've seen Carrington and Allen.